Okay, so if you're watching this video, it's likely because you've recently gone overboard. Holiday spending, splurging, buying too much, expenses too high, and now you're looking at your bank account or your credit card bill and you're going, what have I done? Don't worry, I am right there with you. Though I like to pride myself on living on less, I spent way too much on Christmas presents, food, and vacationing recently. Probably trying to make up for some pandemic struggles and just going crazy while things were open for a brief moment in Ontario. I think I just kind of temporarily lost my mind. Happens to the best of us, doesn't it? So today is a new day, everyone. When this video goes live, it is a new year. I've rearranged and have a nice new background for my videos, and I am going on a spending diet. Plus, I'm inviting you to go along with me. We're gonna crush this, and I cannot wait. Let's get started. Well, hey there everyone, I'm Jen Least. Welcome if you're new, and welcome if you are a regular. It is so good to be back after taking a rest from YouTube for a little bit. And since this channel is kind of devoted to minimal, simple living, I thought, what better way to kickstart this return than to share with you all a tactic I have been using for years. And that is a spending diet. I've even made up a free printable to show you guys exactly what I do and what has been most effective that I'm gonna share with you. So stay tuned for that later on in the video. And most of all, I hope you find this encouraging and helpful because we are in kind of a tight spot as a society right now, shall we say. So let's be positive. Let's try to do what we can to help our situation. Admittedly, I enjoy a spending diet a whole lot more than a food diet. To me, it's just a lot more pleasurable to do something that sees money going back into my bank account or debt being paid off than restricting food or calories. So maybe you're wondering, what exactly is a spending diet? Essentially, a spending diet is a lot like it sounds. You're cutting back on basically any expenses that are not necessities for a certain period of time in order to either save up a bunch of money for something or pay off a bunch of debt. Obviously, we're not cutting back on essentials like electricity or housing or nutritious foods, but there are a lot of other areas we can and should cut back on if we find ourselves in a tight spot. To get started, I want you to get out a piece of paper, a notebook, a pencil, or you can print off my free printable. I'll tell you towards the end of the video how to do that. However you're gonna do it, here's the steps and I hope they help you. Number one, the first box you'll see on this page is your why. Now this is highly personal depending on your situation, but I want you to write down or think about, why are you going on this spending diet? Is it to pay off credit card debt so that you are escaping those high interest rates? Is it to finally pay off your student loans? Are you trying to save for a down payment on a house or first and last month's rent on a new apartment? Are you wanting to go on a dream vacation and you don't have the money to do it? Maybe you just want to pay off your mortgage faster so that you attain to financial freedom quicker. And the reason this is the first step is because if you do not have on the front of your mind why you are doing this spending diet, you're not going to stick to it. Similarly to health reasons, why do we go to the gym? Why do we eat nutritious foods? You have to have in mind why you're doing it or you will quit. So make sure you don't skip this step. And the second part is to think about your goal for how much money you don't want to spend. So that amount of money is gonna either be going into your bank account or it's going to be directly paying off debt. So what is your number? My number right now is $3,000, $3,000, ladies and gentlemen. Now yours may be much lower. Maybe it's only 500 bucks, or it could be higher, $10,000. I don't know. Whatever your number is, pop it in that box. And now we get to the meat and potatoes. How are you going to do it? So in each of the following categories, you're gonna decide on several tactics within that category that are gonna help you not spend so much. So I've written down a few main categories for myself. Maybe you have additional categories you could add. So food, personal care, and entertainment, leisure, social, those are kind of the big categories for me. And this is where we're going to set attainable goals, but also try to be a little bit ruthless. So maybe you're going to decide, okay, for the next 60 days, I will not be getting a coffee from Tim Hortons or Starbucks. I will be brewing at home. Or you may go all out and say, I'm not going to eat at a restaurant, go through a drive-through, or get food from any outside sources aside from what I cook myself in my own kitchen for the next 30 days. Guys, that is totally doable. I know there are many people who eat out several times a week, so they think that that is not possible. And sometimes we just want to support the restaurant industry, right? Especially right now. However, if doing so, if supporting their industry means you are going into debt and you are up to your eyeballs with expenses, not a good idea. You need to think about eating more at home. Maybe one of your tactics here is to switch to a discount grocery store, either for a little while or permanently. Maybe it's to get couponing more and checking for sales so that you are spending way less. I have a video coming up all about how to budget meal plan, and I've got some free printables along with that as well. I am really excited about it, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and your bell notification is clicked on so that you don't miss that video coming up. Okay, but what about entertainment, social, leisure? What are some ideas there? I know one of our big expenses in our home monthly is we go on monthly date nights, my husband and I, and we also tend to take the kids out on little dates one-on-one as well, so they get that one-on-one time. There's 6 kids in our family. It's a must to do that. However, we can get creative. So this month, maybe we do no spend dates. So we're going on a hike, or we're just playing board games, or we're visiting a local library, signing out books, outdoor skating. Something that does not cost any money at all, that is still going to give us that entertainment value. Maybe you really go to the extreme and you cut off all of your streaming services for a month or 2 months, and you just consume free entertainment like DVDs from your local library, YouTube perhaps, wink wink. There are ways that you can get your entertainment for free and you don't have to have, $100 worth of different streaming services that you are investing in. And remember, this is only for a time. What about personal care? This is especially for us ladies. A lot of people spend an incredible amount of money at the salon. It might be getting their nails done, manicure, pedicure, facials, hair. So what if while you're on this spending diet, you commit to doing your nails at home, dyeing your own hair from a box, doing your own waxing and grooming yourself instead of going to a salon to do it? What if you tried that for a couple months, and you would be surprised at how much money you're gonna save? But another thing I think is really important to consider with personal care is DIY bath products, cleaning products, things for your home. You can save a ton of money by making your own cleansers or moisturizers or bubble baths, by making your own scented cleaners. There are so many things that you can do from home that cost pennies compared to what you would be spending in the store. Those of you who watch this channel often know that I have quite a number of videos with recipes and tactics for making your own products at home. I really think this is a wonderful, environmentally friendly way to not spend so much money, so give it a try. And finally, our last box or category is, what can I sell or purge? Sometimes we forget how much money and value we have right under our noses that we do not use. So maybe it's the time right now to go through your home and get clothing or shoes that are in mint condition that you can sell on consignment. Maybe your kids have toys that they have outgrown. Maybe you got Christmas presents this year and some of them were duplicates that you could return for cash. Tech equipment is also a biggie. I know right now in my home, we have some camera equipment and computer equipment that we're just not using like I thought we would, that I know that I can go and sell back to the camera store or the tech equipment store and get cash back, and they'll resell it as used in their store. So there's certain things that you could do to really save a lot of money there. And then what I want you to do is go through those categories and assign a dollar amount. So you can see here that I'm gonna commit to saving $1,000 on food, $750 on entertainment, $750 on personal care, and I'm gonna try to make $500 through selling things from my own home and purging our collection. And that is the $3,000 I need. But just wait, we are not done yet, because we need to think about our end date, our goal, because this spending diet is not forever. So you want to give yourself a goal that's not too far off into the future. Like, don't make it a year from now. that you're gonna be doing this spending diet for. So I would recommend like 60 or 90 days. That is the perfect amount of time that you can really focus hard on this, crush your goal, and get there. And then you're only super sacrificing for a short period of time. And then once you reach that end date, like maybe you find that you actually save the amount of money you need before you get to your goal date and you end up saving even more money. Or maybe you reach your goal and then you realize in the process of doing all this that there are a lot of habits and things you've done during this spending diet that you want to continue to do. I have definitely found that. It's like when you really are extreme about it, you really cut back, you're really minimal, and then you realize when you're done, there's a lot of things here that I don't really want to reintroduce into my life. I actually feel happier. I feel better having shed a lot of this dead weight. And so that what ends up happening is we surprise ourselves and we're living a more financially healthy life going forward when we're done our spending diet. And the key is, just like a physical food diet, when we are done, we don't want to be binging and going crazy and overspending to make up for what we did when we were on that spending diet. So when you reach your goal, I would love it if you would come back to this video and let me know in the comments below, or even right now, let me know, what is your why? What is your goal? What do you want to do? Let's cheer each other on. Let's be encouraging. And I promise I will be doing the same for you. I'm going to be letting you guys know how my spending diet goes. Was it successful? Did I surpass my goal? So I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop. If you would like this printable, it's super, super easy. Down below in the description box, you'll just see a link that you can click to download a free PDF of this printable for the spending diet. You can choose to print it off at home in nice color or grayscale if you're trying to save some money on ink, or you can just download it to a device so that you have it there to look at. Now, here are a few more videos I've made that might help you in reaching your financial goals. So I hope you'll join me there, and I cannot wait to see you guys again. For the least, this is Jen.